Welcome back to Daily Mail, everybody. I apologize for last week. I actually was out of town for Fan Expo, so I was working all weekend, so it was a very busy weekend. So I do apologize for missing last week. I want to thank Blake for covering for me, so I appreciate that. This week we're talking about names and likely how we chose our names, and maybe some tips on how you might just select a name of your own. Of course, not everybody's going to change their name. It kind of goes depending on if you even find one that you like. If you're partial to your name, that's okay. There are lots of unisex names out there that people are given. Was fortunate enough to be given 3 unisex, actually more male names, which is kind of funny because all 3 of my names that I have all can be male names. So I really didn't have to change my name. But they gave my parents gave me my first name a fairly feminine spelling, and people were spelling it wrong all the time. I don't think anybody ever spelled my name right anyway, so I just decided to change it. I actually just filed away for the paperwork to have it officially changed to Lucas Jordan Graham, and within 8 weeks' time I should have my new birth certificate. I've been partial to Lucas for a while now. I can't say exactly what kind of drew me to that name. Funny story about my family. My entire family, 5 of us that live in the south, my mom, my dad, my 2 younger sisters, including me, all had J names. My dad decided, well, me and my girlfriend have J names, so we're going to give all 3 of our kids J names. So I knew, and I haven't actually told my mom yet. I know she's going to be very upset for a number of reasons. One of them is she's not very supportive of me anyway in the first place, but that's a whole other story. But I decided to keep Jordan as my middle name because I do like that name, but I haven't been going by that name for a while now. So I mean, I'm already used to using Lucas in a lot of cases. So I wanted to make it official before I go to school. That was kind of my goal. As for selecting a name that you want, some people just kind of make it different from the name that they had initially. Makes it easier on them, makes it easier on everybody else, but ultimately you just want to pick a name that you find that fits for you and that you like, and yeah, I would say that picking a name or deciding on a name that you like is probably one of the most uplifting parts of being trans, because as soon as you get it on your official, for my driver's license is my biggest one, because every time I go to a bar or anytime I get ID'd, I have the name not so much, but it does say female. I don't think I'm going to be able to have my female marker changed. I had asked about it when I went to go change my name, because they're actually sending me a new birth certificate in the mail, and I had asked about it, and I don't know, we'll see. But I mean, like, the names, at least, people usually don't look at that. But I mean, it's still, it's nice, and your driver's license is the biggest one for me, because that's the one that people see. And official, like, when I'm applying for school, it's my official name. I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, yeah. And actually, the biggest scare for me happened last week, because I was waiting for a while to hold off on changing my name for a few reasons. Because it was $130, which I didn't really have, because I am saving for school, and then I have other bills to pay and stuff like that. It wasn't really a priority. But last week I went to the bank and to deposit some money into my account, and the guy kind of questioned me and almost like put me on the spot, asking me if this was really my account, and he was like, kind of took way too long. I was just asking to put cash in my account. I had my bank card, and he finally said, well, are you sure this is your account, because this account says it's for a female? And at that point I was like, oh my god. So I actually had to out myself at the bank in public. I had to show him my ID and say, this is probably why it says that. This is me. I don't have anything changed yet. So it was very embarrassing. And when it comes to legal stuff like that, it is frightening, because not only are you, a target for certain things when you're transgender, but when people see that kind of stuff, it can be a real issue. The name, not so much. If you have a feminine name, there's lots of cultures that have names that are spelled differently, that are typically given to females or males or whatever. So the name is not so much, but for me, the name is the only thing I can change right now to really show. So hopefully that's the first thing people will see on that. So yeah, basically, that's what kind of the snapping point for me was, and I said, you know what, I better suck it up and get this figured out, because that was, fairly not only embarrassing, but it can be, scary. You're at the bank, you're dealing with money, this is legal stuff, and if somebody questions or interrogates you on that, it can be scary. Anyway, that's a wrap for this week. Again, I apologize for not being here last week. Shouldn't happen again just because I was out of town and I got called in for a shift that was all day. I didn't have time to make a video at all last weekend. But I do thank Blake for stepping in and making the video for me. And have a great week, guys.